Welcome to another episode of TAC Phone Ops. Today we're going to discuss the SFP-800A field phone. This phone was made by Siemens Corporation for the Austrian military. It says vintage on it. It's probably 70s, 80s, maybe into the 90s. It's all plastic case, carry strap. It has a unique way of opening. You just pop this tab on each side, and the case lifts straight up. We'll show you about the inside. Inside of the lid has the operating instructions, phonetic alphabet and such. Handset has a standard push-to-talk handset on it. What makes this phone different is it's capable of operating in both common battery and local battery modes, but it also has, ta-da, it has a dial. So if you wanted to, you could connect this up to a dial phone network, and that's how it was used. It connects. It's similar to the Danish phone I have that does the same thing. This one is fairly rugged. It's got binding points right here, screws if you want to connect an external battery source. It runs on two D-cell batteries. Basic controls with a dial underneath there. This controls the volume of the ringer. It's got an LED ringer. This controls the mode of operation. This one's interesting. It's basically got a local battery and a common battery dial and a data mode. I don't know anything about that. I'll find more out. This this connector right here allows you to connect another handset or headset. I'm probably also thinking this is where they connected their data device off. Then these buttons right here are used to perform on-off actions and stuff like that when we're operating in data mode. Like I said, NATO phone, or Austria is a NATO member, so we'll operate with NATO phones. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and shut down and rewire it. We'll hook it to a TA312 and make some phone calls. Okay, now I got a TA312 hooked up to some field wire. Binding posts are right here. This is the ring indicator, and the hand crank or magneto crank folds out right there. And we'll go ahead, and the first call I'll make, I'll go ahead and I'll call from the TA312 to the SFP-800. If you'll notice, that's interesting about that is it has a beeper that's triggered by the ring. Also, the red LED remains illuminated until you pick the call up. So if you had this turned all the way down, you could still get phone calls and see that you had a phone call. Now I'll go ahead and we'll call back the other way from the SFP-800 to the TA. Hard to crank this backwards. Back and forth, you can see. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2. Works loud and clear. I'm worried I'm going to have some problems with this one. The handset cord is literally just falling apart into pieces. I've taped it in a few spots. And here's some more right here. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But this is the Australian Army's SFP-800A field phone.